News just coming in. The Supreme Court will now hear the Kathua 8-year-old's father's plea to shift that trial outside of Jammu and Kashmir this afternoon. Vaidyanathan joining us at this point. Whether this was something that we were reporting for some time now, that the family planned to appeal to the top court to move the trial outside of Jammu and Kashmir. What other details are we getting at this point?
Today morning, the victim's father filed a petition in the Supreme Court. Reasoning number one, he says there won't be any fair trial if the trial goes on Kathua. And secondly, he says the family needs security. And thirdly, he says it's better to shift the trial from Kathua to Chandigarh, which is nearby. So today morning, his lawyer mentioned before the Chief Justice bench, and Indra Jaising was also there representing the father. Chief Justice, they told Chief Justice there seems to be a backlash there at the Kathua for conducting a fair trial. Then Chief Justice said we have passed an order last week saying that the lawyer should not obstruct justice. Then Indra Jaising said that's for Bar Association. This is the concern for we want the trial to be shifted. So immediately Chief Justice consulted with the two other judges sitting on the bench and said 2 p.m. today we will hear the case. So at 2 p.m. today the Chief Justice bench will take up the case whether to shift the trial from Kathua to Chandigarh.
Nathan, meanwhile, the trial all set to begin in the Kathua court. Is that going to go ahead until the Supreme Court decides on the matter?
In fact, this is also one of the points raised, saying that the trial should be stayed so that till such time the Supreme Court decides whether the trial should be shifted out of Kathua or not. So the father also wants that to be stayed. So once the Supreme Court takes up the petition in the afternoon, if it finds prima facie there is a reason to shift it, so immediately it will stay the trial till Supreme Court comes to a conclusion that the trial will not be fair at Kathua court.
All right, Vaidyanathan, thanks very much indeed for joining us with that update. So the big news that we've been reporting since last night, that the Kathua 8-year-old's family was in fact going to move the Supreme Court and ask for the trial to be shifted out of Jammu and Kashmir. Well, that plea is now going to be heard by the top court at 2 o'clock this afternoon. The family arguing that there is no scope for a fair trial in Jammu and Kashmir, given the politics over the case already, given the way the Bar Association has actually even issued threats. In fact, the family's lawyer saying that she had received death threats and rape threats as well.